Ken Curtis tragically died shortly after his third wife's words caused him a heart attack. Ken Curtis was a beloved American actor and singer, best known for his role as Festus Hagen on the long-running TV series Gunsmoke. Born Curtis Wayne Gates on July 2, 1916, in Lamar, Colorado, he grew up on his family's ranch, which exposed him to the rugged life of the American West that would later shape many of his on-screen roles. Curtis embodied the spirit of the Old West in both his career and personal life, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Curtis's upbringing in the small town of Las Animas, Colorado, during the early 20th century, deeply influenced his later career. His father, Dan Gates, was a sheriff in Bent County, and young Ken often assisted in managing the ranch. This environment immersed him in a world of cowboys, ranchers, and frontier justice. The rural setting gave him first-hand experience with the Western lifestyle, which later helped him naturally embody cowboy characters on screen. Before embarking on an acting career, Curtis had a strong passion for music. He attended Colorado College in Colorado Springs, initially with plans to study medicine, but his love for singing soon took priority. He developed a rich, resonant baritone voice, which led him to pursue a career in music. After leaving college, Curtis joined the celebrated Tommy Dorsey Orchestra as a vocalist in the late 1940s, performing alongside other future legends such as Frank Sinatra. Curtis's early music career was quite successful. He also sang with the Sons of the Pioneers, a renowned Western singing group. His tenure with the group helped solidify his image as a Western performer and contributed to his growing popularity in the entertainment industry. The group's blend of cowboy-themed songs and harmonies resonated with American audiences, and Curtis's vocal contributions were a significant part of their success. His experience with the Sons of the Pioneers further enhanced his ability to play authentic Western characters in the years to come. Ken Curtis transitioned from music to acting in the early 1950s, with his first major film role coming in Rio Grande, 1950, directed by the legendary John Ford. Curtis's role in the film, though relatively small, marked the beginning of a long collaboration with Ford, who would cast him in several of his Western films. Curtis appeared in other notable Westerns directed by Ford, including The Searchers, 1956, and The Horse Soldiers, 1959. These films helped Curtis gain recognition in Hollywood, though his roles were often supporting ones. His acting style was grounded in his deep understanding of the Western genre, informed by his rural upbringing and experience as a singer of cowboy ballads.
Curtis brought authenticity to his roles, whether he was playing a cowboy, rancher, or soldier.
His rugged good looks and calm demeanor made him a natural fit for Westerns, and directors often cast him in such roles. Though he didn't achieve leading man status in many films, Curtis's presence in the Western genre was iconic. It wasn't until Ken Curtis joined the cast of Gunsmoke in 1964 that he achieved true stardom. Curtis replaced Dennis Weaver's character, Chester Good, as Marshal Matt Dillon's deputy. Festus, with his gruff voice, comical demeanor, and loyalty to Dillon, quickly became one of the most beloved characters on television. Curtis played Festus for over a decade, from 1964 to 1975, appearing in more than 300 episodes. What set Festus apart from other Western characters was his combination of humor and durability. While the character was often portrayed as a bumbling, simple-minded sidekick, Curtis infused him with depth, showing that beneath the comic exterior, Festus was a man of integrity and grit. Curtis's portrayal of Festus resonated deeply with fans, and his ability to add humor to the otherwise serious tone of Gunsmoke made the show even more appealing. He became synonymous with the character, and Festus remains one of the most iconic sidekicks in television history. Curtis's performance on Gunsmoke showcased his versatility as an actor. Despite the character's outwardly simple nature, Curtis added layers of nuance to Festus, making him a three-dimensional character that fans connected with on an emotional level. Festus's relationships with other characters, Especially Matt Dillon, played by James Arness, became central to the show's appeal, with Curtis and Arness developing a strong on-screen chemistry that kept audiences engaged for years. Beyond his role as Festus, Curtis contributed significantly to the success of Gunsmoke, which is often regarded as one of the greatest Western TV shows of all time. His portrayal of the lovable but tough deputy helped the series maintain its high ratings during its later years. Curtis remained with Gunsmoke until its final season in 1975, becoming one of the longest-serving cast members. Ken Curtis continued to work in television and film, though none of his subsequent roles reached the same level of fame as Festus. He made guest appearances on various TV shows, including Perry Mason, Rawhide, and Have Gun, Will Travel, further cementing his reputation as a Western actor. Curtis also toured extensively, performing Western-themed songs and speaking at fan conventions, where he was warmly embraced by dedicated Gunsmoke fans. In addition to his television work, Curtis was an advocate for preserving Western heritage. He often participated in Western-themed events, and his dedication to the genre never wavered. Curtis's influence extended beyond acting. He contributed to keeping the Western genre alive through his appearances at rodeos and other events dedicated to celebrating the American West. Ken Curtis was married 3 times, first to Lorraine Page, then to Barbara Ford, and later to Tori Ahern Connolly, with whom he remained until his death. Curtis married Tori Connolly in 1966. They were married until his death in 1991, and he had 2 stepchildren.
Curtis was known for his close relationships with his Gunsmoke castmates and his deep connection to his fans.
His kindness, humility, and generosity made him a beloved figure, both on and off screen. A statue of Ken Curtis's Festus can be found at 430 Pulaski Avenue in Clovis, California, in Fresno County, in front of the Educational Employees Credit Union. In his later years, Curtis resided in Clovis. Curtis was a Republican and supported Barry Goldwater in the 1964 United States presidential election. During that time, he struggled with health issues. When the story reached its climax with his wife, there were moments that caused him to have a heart attack. The story revolves around family affection and the ex-wives who had passed through his life. Ken Curtis passed away on April 28, 1991, at the age of 74 from a heart attack in his sleep. His death marked the end of an era for fans of the Western genre, and he was widely mourned by both fans and colleagues. However, his legacy as one of the greatest Western actors of his generation continues to thrive. Curtis left behind a body of work that not only entertained, but also helped define the American Western genre. His portrayal of Festus Hagen remains iconic, and reruns of Gunsmoke continue to introduce new generations to his talent. Ken Curtis is remembered not just for his contributions to television and film, but for his dedication to preserving and celebrating the culture of the Old West. His impact on Western television and cinema remains strong, and he is celebrated as a trailblazer in the genre. In tribute to Ken Curtis, his hometown of Las Animas, Colorado, honors his memory with a festival that celebrates his life and career, attracting fans from across the country. The Sons of the Pioneers, with whom Curtis sang, continue to perform, keeping his musical legacy alive. Curtis's influence is also seen in the way he bridged the gap between Western music and film, creating a career that spanned multiple aspects of the entertainment industry. In the world of Western entertainment, few figures have had as lasting an impact as Ken Curtis. From his humble beginnings as a singer to his iconic portrayal of Festus on Gunsmoke, Curtis embodied the essence of the American West. His enduring appeal and contributions to Western culture ensure that he will be remembered as a true legend for many generations to come.